Welcome to Zach's Tech Turf. Today, we're looking at a sub $100 router that might still give you that premium home networking router feel, the Tenda AC15 AC1900 router. Let's get into it. The Tenda AC1900 is a new router that definitely delivers in its price range. Right now, the router is currently sitting on Amazon for about 80 bucks, and let me tell you why it's a steal. The first feature I like about this router is definitely the speed. My home network downloads at about 105 megabits per second, and I could almost get max speeds anywhere in my house on Wi-Fi. I had to put this router on one end of the house and bring my phone to the other side to really test it out, and I still got about 80 to 90 megabits per second. Keep in mind that there was about 6 or 7 walls separating us, so this is a really good number. This wasn't quite as good as my Netgear Nighthawk, but that router costs over double what this one costs. My second favorite feature about this router is the dual band 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz. Most of you probably know this, but if you don't, 5 GHz is a fairly new band that isn't as populated as 2.4 GHz. This means if you're surrounded by a bunch of other people's networks, like in an apartment building or something, you're definitely going to get better speeds on 5 GHz because it's less populated. Next up, we have the Tenda Cloud. Tenda Cloud is a software that's built right into the router that allows for super easy file transferring across your network. There's also a Tenda mobile app that really got my attention. The mobile app allows you to access your files and do small configurations on your router right from your phone. This app doesn't go too in-depth, but it's very cool that it has some of the features. One of them in particular is the guest network. Most routers these days do include guest networks, which is kind of like a small VLAN for your guests, which provides them with Wi-Fi access that is separated from your home network. With the Tenda mobile app, you can easily turn this on and configure it right from your phone. I can definitely see myself using this during parties and whatnot for sure. FTP, or File Transfer Protocol, was super easy to set up. This allows you to access files from outside your network, and wireless repeating was super easy as well. You can basically set this router up to act as a Wi-Fi extender if you want to use 2 routers and increase your signal. Finally, the last feature that I really like, although small, is the auto maintenance. You can set your router to automatically restart every night or during your scheduled Wi-Fi downtime, which is also a nice feature. Do you ever feel like your router is running super slow and it just needs a good reboot? With this feature, it'll do this every single night, and it's like you wake up to a brand new router every day. Moving on from my favorite features, I want to quickly show you around the product. The router sits on a vertical stand and certainly has a unique design to it. It seems like the internet is split about 50-50 as to liking it, but both my wife and I are fans of it. My main complaint about this router is that vertical stand. The way that the stand connects to the router is a terrible design, and it's very difficult to disconnect. I actually broke my stand trying to get it off. This shouldn't affect you unless you're always installing and removing it though. On top of the router are 3 built-in adjustable antennas along with a reset, Wi-Fi on or off, and Wi-Fi protected setup button, which I definitely don't recommend because of security issues. Nothing to do with Tenda, it's just a bad protocol. Right below the antennas are a bunch of different status lights which you can quickly turn on or off with the phone app in case you want to go into stealth mode. Finally, on the back of the router you'll find your power switch, power input, which by the way, it's just a cable and doesn't use a huge power brick, 1 USB 3.0 port, Internet Ethernet, and 3 network ports. This is kind of where Tenda gets separated from the big guns because it only has 1 USB port and 3 Ethernet ports. This is good enough for the casual user, but I can already see it on you advanced users' faces that this isn't enough. That brings me to my last point, who this router is actually for. This router includes some features that definitely aren't only for the casuals, but it does make everything you want to do with it super easy. The user interface is by far my favorite out of any router I've seen so far, which makes configuration super simple. This router is great for casual people that want to get their maximum Wi-Fi speeds, and also for gamers that want to upgrade from their internet service provider's supplied routers. And honestly, this router is good enough for someone like me as well. I personally only use 2 wired connections and the rest are on Wi-Fi. If you are looking for something a little bit more advanced, make sure you click this video here where I've reviewed my Netgear Nighthawk router. But honestly, most of you are probably content with the Tenda. Before ending this video, let me thank the sponsor of this video, Technic Share, previously named Yo-Yo Social Media, which is a company of social media experts that have been seriously helping me on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Their info is linked in the description down below. Well, that wraps up my review of the Tenda AC15 AC1900 router. Big thanks to Trevor over at Tenda for sending me this router. I'll definitely still be using it after the review. Make sure you guys are following me on Instagram and Twitter at zachstechturf to see more updates on this router and other cool tech content. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please drop a like down below to help support my channel. And as always, thank you for watching, and please subscribe for more Zach's Tech Turf videos.